Fat Tip Fit, day 224. Over the past week or so, I've been coming up with a bunch of little improvements that I'd like to make to my life. I've been coming up with a bunch of little schedules that I'd like to follow, a bunch of little rules I'd like to follow. For instance, over the past week, I've been trying to wean myself off of any and all substances. Basically, I haven't had melatonin in like 2 weeks. I haven't had alcohol in like a week, which I rarely had anyway. But I'm weaning myself off of caffeine. I'm weaning myself off of junk food, and I'm trying to totally eliminate those within the next few days to a week or so. And I've been trying to improve things basically. I've also been trying to come up with ways that I'd like to improve my daily routine. Like, for instance, once I wake up every day, I'd like to read for like 15, 20 minutes just so I learn a new thing every day. And it's like a nice little way to get some learning in before I get my day started, just so that even if I don't do anything the rest of the day, I can always follow back on like, oh, well, I read this and I learned this today. So it's like today, even if I didn't do anything the rest of the day, it's not like a total loss. And I feel like I'm progressing a little bit more in things. So that'd be pretty cool. Just a bunch of little things like that. I've written a little checklist of things that I'd like to do every week, every month, and every 6 months. Like, for instance, every week there will be one day where I go through my checklist. Like, I meal prep a bunch of chicken. I do my laundry that day, which, I'm very regular on my laundry, but I'd like to get it all done in this day just so I have one day where I get everything done each week so that I don't have to worry about it for the next week. I want to dust. I want to vacuum that day. I want to do a bunch of little things. Every month, I also want to do stuff like, I'd like to do a more deep clean of everything. I'd like to wash my car and vacuum and things like this, get a bunch of little things like that done. Every 6 months or so, I'd like to, shampoo my carpet and wax my car and stuff like that, basically, so that I follow a more regimented type of routine, type of schedule, so that I get a bunch of little things done here and there, mostly cleaning type things, so that I don't have to think about it and everything is kept, pristine, because I'm always in a really good mood when things are clean, and I just kind of like having all these things done to the point where I don't have to think about it, and day to day I don't have to think about any of these things, and I can just totally focus on something else, and I don't even have to try to remember like, oh, did I remember to do this? How long has it been since I did that? Like, I'll just know for a fact, oh, I waxed my car last month, so I don't have to remember that. I dusted, 2 days ago. I don't have to remember to do that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I've been focusing really heavily on things like that, and basically I couldn't think of whatever to talk about today, so I thought I might as well just recap the stuff I've been thinking over the last week or so. I hope that I follow these new little routines that I've been writing for myself, and I think it's going to be a major improvement to my lifestyle. I think it'll be pretty cool. I'd like to follow a more ordered type of existence and things like that. So today was a pretty good day. I weighed in this morning at 178.4 pounds, so we're still coming down from yesterday. I had 8 hours and 45 minutes of sleep. One of the things I want to work on soon is waking up and going to sleep at more similar times. I don't want them to vary as much as they have been recently. I've been trying to get a lot more sleep in since I've been cutting out the caffeine, because since I started drinking a bunch of caffeine like 2, 3 months ago, really negatively affected my sleep schedule. So I'm going to try and fix that coming up here. That's another little change that I'm trying to make. I have 5 grams of creatine today, as always. I did not do any exercise today, even though I did want to. I am still sick, unfortunately. And, I've been spending a lot of the day, I did a lot of sneezes today. I probably sneezed 20, 30 times today. So, and my throat is still a little bit sore. I thought it might be best not to put that stressor of exercise on my body while I'm still fighting off whatever I'm going through. So, not something where I'm like constantly in pain or whatever, but still I'd like to get over this and then start exercising. So I'm probably going to start lifting weights again Sunday if I had to guess. So that's probably what we're going to do. So we got like the next few days off just so that my body has a little bit more time to rest and recuperate so that we can get back into the swing of things. Lifting weights 4 times a week, running at least once a week, etc. So yeah. I had 1,500 calories today with 107 grams of protein. Remember, I am still trying to do 1,000 calories every day for the next week. I did not do that because I'm weaning myself off of junk food. I don't want to get crazy sugar withdrawal headaches, so I'm sort of weaning myself off. I had a little over like 500 calories of junk food today. I'll probably try to have like less than 250 tomorrow, and we'll just kind of wean ourselves off that way or whatever. If I have like less than 500, then I'm okay with that. That's fine. But I had cottage cheese today that was 125 calories with 17 grams of protein. I had some chicken salad, really, really good chicken salad, guys. I've been mixing all the chicken that I made. I like to season it with that Flavor Bomb burger seasoning by Weber. It's delicious. I love using that on my chicken. It's very good. And what I do is I basically mix in a bunch of that with the chicken. I cut it all up into small little pieces. I throw it into my salad. I put some like fried onions on top of it. And then I use I use dressing, which I measure out so I know how much it is. The dressing is only like 30 calories. It's like some kind of vinaigrette with I think like basil and garlic or something like that. It's really good. It mixes really well with the chicken, so I'm definitely going to start using that a lot more. Delicious salad, guys. I'm going to start eating probably a lot of chicken salad coming up. So that chicken salad was 355 calories with 57 grams of protein. I had some chili today. I actually thought the chili tasted kind of disgusting. I think I'm just getting more used to eating like fresh, healthy foods like salad, which blows my mind. You know, bananas, those taste better to me than this chili, which I used to be able to eat chili and it was like the best thing of my day. Now it was like the most disgusting thing I probably ate today. So I probably won't even eat much chili in the future. That was 250 calories, 23 grams of protein. I had some chocolate chips for their quality chocolate chip protein. That was 320 calories, 4 grams of protein. And I had some cookies as well, 450 calories, 6 grams of protein. As I said, I'm trying to cut these things out. It's, you know, I'm working on it. Okay. It's a work in progress. So all in all today, I had 1,500 calories, 107 grams of protein. Tomorrow is going to be another rest day. As I said, I'll probably rest the next few days, and then I'll probably start weightlifting again on Sunday. I didn't watch or play anything today. I pretty much spent all day cleaning things. I've been cleaning up my all the stuff in my storage areas. You know, like my closet, for example, underneath my bed. You know, things like that. I've been cleaning all of my drawers. I've also been cleaning off all the stuff on my computer as well. I'm somewhat of a digital hoarder, so I've been going through all my little archives of all these things and deleting things that don't really matter and things like that and organizing everything. I'm also putting a lot of stuff into cold storage as well, just in case, you know, something bad happens or some malicious invader gets on my PC or something so that there's less sensitive stuff on my computer. Things like that. Basically, I've been trying to improve my security and whatnot. I'm very big into all that kind of stuff, so I've been trying to work on that as well. Just a bunch of little things that I've been neglecting over the past months and years I've been getting done today, so things are going very good for me. Very, very productive day today. Now that I'm finally feeling better, I have the energy to get stuff like this done, and I haven't been putting it into crap like video games and whatnot, so I've been getting a lot of stuff done. It's been pretty cool. I don't really have that much of an interest in video games at the moment, to be honest. Probably a good thing. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you all for watching. Your mother is so fat because she is an excellent cook and always makes enough so everyone can get seconds. So a very nice fat joke today for your mom, who is quite fat. I will see you all tomorrow for day 225. Goodbye.